Welcome back to Next Shift with Rick Wagan. Suzuki does not suck. This is the post-game show after the Montreal Canadiens lost to the New York Rangers 4-3. I should say they lost to the New York Rangers and the referees. It was an interesting game. The Montreal Canadiens fell behind 1-0 and then tied it up 1-1. And after the first period, it was 2-1 on a late goal with 2 seconds left that gave the Rangers a 2-1 lead. In the second period, it was a good battle back and forth. There was a terrible penalty call against Josh Anderson that led to New York Rangers' third goal by Mika Zibanejad. It was 3-1 going into the third period when Montreal Canadiens stormed back with goals by Caulfield and Suzuki. Caulfield on an assist by Suzuki, who kept the puck in the zone, and Suzuki on a great pass from Hudson, who also fought a battle at the blue line, kept it in the zone, gave it over to Caulfield. Give and go, and Hudson got the puck over to Suzuki, who made no mistake with the open net to tie the score 3-3. The Canadiens fought hard to come back after that. There was a lot of back and forth, but mostly offensive push by the Montreal Canadiens, unable to score. Unfortunately, with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, Kirby Dach got a penalty, actually a 2-minute penalty for high sticking in the offensive zone. It was a stick to the face of Mika Zibanejad, and it was bleeding, so he got the penalty. The Canadiens fought hard to keep the puck out of the net, but with 23 seconds left, Kaapo Kakko scored to seal the win 4-3. The Montreal Canadiens did pull the goalie, had a couple of chances, nothing too outstanding, and they lost the game 4-3. Martin St-Louis was asked several questions at the end of the game, and his response in both English and French was he loved the team's game, but he's not going to talk about the referees. Well, I'll talk about the referees. Sutherland and Carrier were the stars of the show. They made a terrible call on Josh Anderson. They called a double minor on Slavkovsky in a rustle in front of the net with three guys, Jack Guy and Savard, fighting other players on name the player on their side. Cooley was there, or Bedard was there on their side. End of the day, there was no defense to have the Montreal Canadiens have an extra penalty there. Didn't cause a goal, but it definitely turned the momentum. And on the final goal, Armia was completely tripped in the offensive zone or in the defensive zone on the penalty, and he couldn't get back in the play, and Kakko was wide open. Goalie kind of had to cover two guys, and the game was lost. Like I said, I thought the Montreal Canadiens played a great game. I want to say kudos to the first line of Caulfield, Suzuki, and Newhook. I thought they played an outstanding game. Hudson was awesome as a 20-year-old. I thought Matheson played a great game as well. He got a goal as well. And the other one I want to mention is Josh Anderson. Josh Anderson fought Trouba early in the game. I think it was retribution to the hit that Trouba caused against Barron a few weeks ago. The Canadiens lost a few weeks ago to the Rangers. I think it was 7-2, might be 6-2. They looked god-awful that game. They looked a lot better tonight. They definitely looked like the better team 5-on-5. They had a little bit of trouble on the penalty kill. One of the goals was a 5-on-3 power play after Matheson shot the puck, tried to ice it, but shot it over the glass and caused a second power play, or a 5-on-3 that led to that goal. I think it was the first goal by Panarin. Montreal Canadiens play the Boston Bruins tomorrow on back-to-back games. I'm not sure if Primo's going to get the start. We'll see. Montembeault played solid. I think there's maybe one save he could have made on the second goal, late period. The other goals were top-shelf goals by Panarin and Zibanejad, and then an impossible save at the end of the game on Kakko would have had to happen to make it work. The Boston Bruins are .500. They fired their coach a couple weeks ago. They're hopefully for them turning the corner. For the Montreal Canadiens, it was a solid outing. They played well defensively. They played well offensively. Their first line played well. Looking at the 6 or 7 guys that matter, you have Caulfield and Suzuki playing as good a game as you can ask for, and Hudson as well. And then you have Gouli, who played a solid defensive game. And you had Dach, who played well other than the penalty and a couple of other small mistakes. Still doesn't have his legs, but I think that has a lot to do with his injury last year. And Newhook had a good game as well. I think I mentioned them all. Slavkovsky played well. all in all, a good outing for the Montreal Canadiens. Looking forward to tomorrow's game. Can't say anything too bad. Unfortunately, it's a loss in the column. They're 8-12-2 now. The Montreal Canadiens get back on the ice at 3 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. There'll be a post-game show, but not right after that, because I'll be going to the Honda Center to watch the Ducks play the Ottawa Senators at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So expect another show later that night. I thought it was a fun game to watch. I thought the Canadiens played a great game. Unfortunately, it bounces didn't go their way. Looking forward to the next one. Definitely some progress over the last game. They played the Rangers a few weeks ago. That's it for Next Shift. That's it for Rick Wagan. Suzuki does not suck. Talk to you guys soon.